Is your progress stagnating? Do you feel like you're doing something wrong that you're not aware of? Well, good news, this video might help you figure out what's going on. Welcome to EM3 Financial Freedom Strategies, where you learn how to manage your time and money to achieve financial freedom. In this video, you will know the practices that can potentially cause you considerable financial losses. If you want to know these practices so that you can avoid them, then please watch until the end. Number 1. Wasting time. Suppose Joe likes to play games. He spends 12 hours a day playing games because he wants an escape from reality. He knows he has different priorities, but heck, he's near getting that sick equipment. The cycle repeats itself. Joe kept telling himself he'll do things tomorrow, only to not do them anyway. Please don't be like Joe. Playing games to relax and have fun is okay. But when it causes you to get addicted too much, you spend most of your days playing, then it's a different story. Wasting time does not only take the form of playing games for an ungodly amount of time, but also sleeping for the majority of the day, watching movies and anime for many hours, and generally just doing nothing every day. If you don't want to be poor, don't waste your time. Do something else like reading books, taking online courses, and learning how to invest. Every day is another day for you to improve. Don't let your progress stagger. Number 2. Spoiling yourself too much. When it's payday, some people spend money to reward themselves. Sure, it does feel good to experience what they earned, but if they keep on spending to make themselves happy, it can get them addicted soon enough. It will become a habit to the point their lives would not be the same without buying something they want. Don't be one of them. Don't impulsively buy things just because you have money. Train yourself to resist instant gratification and you will be rewarded so much more long term. Number 3. Making debts you're not sure you can pay off. If you have something you want, it's kinda easy to ignore the consequences, especially if you want it now. Expensive cars, bags, clothes, gadgets, anything expensive really. Of course, to get them you have to borrow cash. However, before taking that loan, always ask yourself if you can pay it. If you have the slightest feeling that you can't, then don't. In the first place, if you don't need it anyway, then don't think about it. Debt is the biggest pit you can fall into, especially if you don't have the funds to pay it off. It is the easiest way as well as the most common trap that can push you and shackle you to poverty. Number 4. Succumbing to peer pressure. Did you experience your friends or relatives asking you to buy something expensive, yet you don't need it? Did you feel the temptation to buy a luxury product so that you can feel like you are part of your elite friends? Well, if you gave in to these, then you basically succumbed to peer pressure. Always remember, they are not the ones doing the purchase. Whatever the consequence, it's all on you. Number 5. Relying on miracles. Relying too much on miracles is dangerous because it can get you addicted. Gambling and lotteries are part of the activities that can hinder you from taking significant action toward your growth. Like, why make so much effort if you can just get lucky, right? But that is not where most successful people come from. You don't invest in crypto and expect things to go to the moon. You don't invest in something blindly and just expect to earn instant cash. Successful people do actions that solidify their success. They do their research and they go for ventures that can give them real returns, not just dreams. Number 6. Neglecting health. It's easy to ignore your meals if you're busy. It's easy to not think about health consequences when you keep drinking some beer or smoking a good smoke. It's easy to ignore sleep if you're doing something important. These things add up together and before you know it, you might just be stopped before the finish line. If you get hospitalized, you might fall into heavy debt, which can kick you off right to the start or even beyond that. Don't neglect your health, otherwise you might not be able to enjoy your success to the fullest. Number 7. You're not used to changing, so you refuse to change. When people are so used to doing something so much they don't want to get out of it, it can really make them stubborn against change. They were okay with how things are in their lives and they were comfortable with what they were doing. However, getting rich needs change, such as changes in lifestyle, habits, attitude, and mindset. If you want to get rich, accept that changes must happen before you can start. Number 8. Following the advice of people without doing your own research. Don't just listen to what anybody says when it comes to your money. If someone, be it your friends or relatives, told you where to spend your money, do not immediately follow. Study first how it all works and see if the investment will be viable. If not, other than you avoiding a possible financial catastrophe, you also learn something new. Number 9. You don't keep track of where your money flows. If you are not taking notes regarding where your money comes and goes, then start now. Taking notes can help you know what changes you could have done to maximize your earnings and minimize your spending. Who knows, you might have some subscriptions you're not even using. If these subscriptions pile up, you're set to lose a considerable amount of money. Therefore, if you want to avoid these scenarios, make it your routine to jot down your income and expenses. Number 10. Relying too much on one income source to earn money. Gaining cash from one income source does not mean it's the absolute one and only source of money for you. Having only one income source makes you susceptible to financial disasters. When you lose your income, since it's the only one, it'll take time for you to set up another source, be it other jobs, businesses, and investments. Thus, if you want to be more financially secure, make sure to spread your roots to earn money from different sources. Number 11. You don't know how to invest and you don't feel like spending effort to learn how. Some people don't invest because they don't want to spend the extra effort to learn. It may be because they don't know how to start or they don't know where to look. The thing is, if they don't start anything, then how will they progress? Finding out what things to look out for, what steps to take, what are the basics to learn, and where to look are part of the learning process. Not everything was given in a golden spoon. Number 12. Your spending grows proportional to your income. Raising your standard of living is good, especially when it's affordable and essential. But if you were someone who is continuously seeking ways to spend money, you will undoubtedly get into trouble sooner or later. It would be difficult to have any genuine savings if your expenses kept rising at the same rate as your income. Try to maintain a steady level of spending while also looking at methods to enhance your income. This way, you won't endanger your financial status. Number 13. Not learning from mistakes or failures. Suppose you made a mistake that almost made you broke. You acknowledge that you failed. However, if you didn't learn from it, then there's a tendency you'll repeat it. This not only wastes your resources but also your time. Thus, when you make a mistake, make sure to give time for your reflection. Take note of the actions you did that led to that point. With this, you will notice some familiar patterns or trends that you can look out for to avoid falling into a financial trap. Are there any practices mentioned that are relatable to you? How is your experience? Don't be shy. Please share your thoughts in the comments down below. If you liked our content, you're welcome to check out our other videos. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, it means a lot. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.